sent in from a Reddit user, Sam HRX. The question is, bought a bag of potato chips that has a broken seal. What should I do? And the context is this. I bought a bag of BBQ potato chips in a local small store. Didn't get a receipt. That's already a big mistake. A few days later, I go to eat them, and I notice that one small part of the bag has a straight cut in it, almost like a horizontal line going through a small part of the bag. Definitely big enough to put something in it, or even take chips out. Something that's important is that the chips I bought were kind of fancy. And the one thing is that the packaging is notoriously tough to open, so I really don't know how this would have opened. I feel bad for wasting a whole bag of chips over something that could be nothing, but since I didn't get a receipt, I can't refund it. I guess I wanted to ask what I should do with the chips. I haven't even opened the bag yet, but part of me wants to see what's inside.
Well, someone's opened the bag, and you clearly can look inside. There's a hole in it, you dummy. But, okay, I have 2 theories.
Okay.
1, poison. 2, weigh it. Weigh the bag. What does it say on the front? Does it say 4 ounces? Put it on your baby scale.
Yeah, that you have.
Your food.
Congrats on the baby, by
scale.
the way. Okay.
Congrats on the baby. Put it on your baby scale. Weigh that sucker out. If it doesn't weigh what it's supposed to weigh, then clearly I'd love the thought of just organic chip making companies having schemes of cutting open their own bags and siphoning chips off like Walking Dead, like taking it from cars by sucking out the gas through tubes, sort of style, and putting it into new bags in order to create more organic chips.
If you're picking up this bag of chips and you can deadlift this thing and get a serious muscle gain from it in just a day, there's a good chance that something was slipped in there. That
we're still talking about chips, right?
Yes.
You're talking about deadlifting the chips.
Yes, if he can deadlift the chips, there's solid chance something was slipped into that bad boy. Because one of the big questions involved in this scenario is, was something taken out or was something put in? So, do you think that someone in a store legitimately walks in with a pocket knife I'm a bit hungry, but have no money. I know just the thing. And they carefully, like a doctor doing surgery, strategically cut a little slit in this bag so where you can't notice it on the shelf, but they could get chips.
But he said it's big enough to get the chips out. Honestly, it'd be X-Acto knife, walk around, cut it, take a chip. That's all right. Maybe I'll pass on it, and then you don't buy the chips. It's a way to taste test your chips.
See, that's interesting, but also he points out that the chips he bought were kind of fancy.
Exactly. So I'm not going to spend $5 on chips if they're going to be garbage.
How big are fancy chips?
What do you mean, how big are fancy chips? You take a small one. It's at the bottom of the bag. They're all small down there. My only worry was that you would have, at 8 o'clock at your Hy-Vee or wherever you're at, there's going to be a employee. I couldn't remember the word employee.
You know it.
Walking down the aisles of your organic aisles and say, "Oh no, now there are barbecue crumbs and dusties all over our clean white floors."
Oh, look at
and
this
it's
trail
right below. Now look at this literal crumb trail that this fool has left after slicing open the bag. If you cut open at the bottom, like this person says, you're gonna have dusties falling out. You're gonna have barbecue dusties.
Right.
So here's the thing: you're not gonna have as much barbecue flavor in that bag. Yeah, I don't know. He said it was a small shop. I think that the shop probably siphons it because I doubt that grocery stores make that much money anymore, and it's probably how they get by.
I'm wondering now because
Father, please, are there any chips left? Take this knife, cut from a bag. I'm sorry, that's all we have.
Please. I have one last thing to give you on my deathbed.
Please, Father, BBQ chips. Please, Father. Just one bag of the BBQ chips. Those are the expensive kinds. Don't make me take the X-Acto knife to the BBQ chips, Father.
I know.
Don't do it. I did it already, Father. I apologize. It's easier to ask forgiveness than permission. All right, that's fine. Go play in the organic aisle.
That's my favorite Shakespeare play of all time.
Yeah. It's like it was yesterday. I still remember all the lines.
I'm now curious of like, was it another bystander in the store that cut into these potato chips, or was it the person that's running the store that owns the store? Because if it's a local small store, maybe they do this with things. Like, did you go back to that store and see if that's happened on any other things? Like, is there a small slit in? Now this probably wouldn't work as well. Like a small slit in like a water bottle, so someone could get some water or something.
Or in a watermelon.
Yeah, it's a watermelon.
If you cut a hole in a watermelon, would it just start leaking?
What leaks more, a watermelon or a water bottle?
Well, the water bottle.
Well, okay. If you're holding the water bottle horizontally, what leaks more?
Both horizontal, or like does the watermelon get to be vertical?
Pick your scenario and stick with it.
No. Does it leak? Does a watermelon leak?
No. Have you ever cut up a watermelon?
I have.
Does it leak?
I don't know if I've said it on this medium, but I used to meet people when I would first meet them, I say, hey, let's do something very abnormal. And so I would get a watermelon when I would want to hang out with people. I would have a couple people in my life who, whenever we would hang out, we would only hang out by going to a coffee shop in town and splitting an entire watermelon with spoons. So we'd go there, not buy anything, sit at a table. No, I'm not kidding at all. I would just bring 2 metal spoons and a chilled, full, 15-pound watermelon. I would lug it inside, and I'd bring a big old knife, and I'd carve it in half, and we'd each take half a watermelon. And I would do that for, like, meals sometimes.
Oh, my God.
But I can't remember for the life of me because I've never tried it, if you cut a hole in a watermelon and put it so that the hole is facing down, will it leak?
I mean, I don't think a watermelon leaks, but I think
it leaks. If you stab it some, it'll leak.
I think it'll drip.
Over time.
I think it'll drip.
But it won't just start like water falling out. I get that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is ridiculous. I'm gonna get back to you. I'm gonna buy a watermelon. It's the summer or something. I'm gonna do that now. It's appropriate at this point. I'm gonna go get a watermelon. I'm gonna cut a hole in it. I'll get back to you with some results. That sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so our final answer to your question of like what you should do is open the bag with no watermelons inside. Just eat the fucking chips. All right, next question.
What? Yeah. Okay. I mean, so that was the last thing they were ever told because they were poisoned. Okay. Hello.